want to say an hour before he fucking showed up, Wi-Fi went out like 3 times. And you're coming over here asking me for rent?
Yeah.
Fucking have some hurt feelings over here. Some racist hurt feelings. What's that? I still have that meme where it's like, don't be an asshole to me, because then I have to be an asshole to you. I'm really good at being an asshole.
And being an asshole, being a whole ass.
I'm a lot better than you are. Crazy. Oh, good.
Oh, okay, okay. So I got my torch.
Correct.
Okay.
Took
I
care of
got
the
my
stupid
weapon.
one-hander.
Where's my
You
torch?
the one-hander or the two-hander, my guy?
For what? My source? The one-hander?
Yeah. Why
One-hander.
do you like this?
Marshall
Sisters around the world
Skies.
are crying because they can hear you
She got a better one.
being gay.
Face that. Being gay.
Being homosexual.
Homosexual.
That's what I'm going to call them from now. It's homosexual. So when people get mad, I'm like, oh, chili. Did you eat hormel chili? They love rubbing it on their body. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm
Hormel.
I do it all the time.
Hormosexual. God tells me you're one of them HMO sexuals. That's a little weird, but we don't mind having you over.
Might have it here.
Always the redneck people who are like, yeah, it's okay, you're a weirdo, come on in. Weirdo kills everyone. What do we learn, Earl?
What did we learn? Bitch, oh.
Yeah.
That away. That away.
And then, I'm here on the couch, like, I was playing practice, set my cat, and I look underneath the dresser sitting here, and I can see, like, 2 roaches, dead bodies, sitting under there. And this guy wants them, to the ring.
The roaches. We are listening.
I wouldn't have been so upset if I didn't want to that fucking body wallow after I stepped outside to smoke a cig. It was that like heavy waddle where you see the chunks on the backside of his neck through his shirt, and then he walks with his belly out, so the point is like 90 degrees or 180 degrees from one another. Real classic. Sorry, I'm mad.
It's alright.
Audacity, right? Guaranteed at least 3 family members that hit the believe. Yeah, I got a sandwich. Yeah. Good sandwich, baby. You're gonna be my good cat, huh? Oh, man. Baby cat.
Daddy needs some frost burns. Bitch, ho.
They're advertising that Bad Grandpa movie. Watch it free on Tubi.
Fuck that.
Tubi.
Fucking free.
Yeah.
Tubi's it's free. Fucking
It's gay?
yeah.
I figured.
Yeah. See, you know. Yeah.
You seen that scene where Ricky Gervais is sitting there with this old guy supposed to be his dad, whatever show he's filming, and he's talking to him. His dad got dementia, so he forgets it. And at the very end, Ricky Gervais goes, "I love you, Dad." And his dad goes, "Gay,
Gay.
just gay." And end up with Alzheimer's, be living in a fucking home. Every time somebody
Alzheimer's.
says something sweet and genuine, I'm gonna be like, "Gay." I know you love me, faggot. Oh, God damn it.
I found a Lavina Zonbo.
I thought you said that was a no-go.
I found it. Doesn't mean I'm keeping it. I'm gonna trade that bitch for like a pole or something.
Okay.
I got all this shit for other people.
Good.
Look what I made them. Check that out. You'll see. You'll see.
Let's buy a family hero. How lame.
Wait until you see it.
Follow, you follow if you want. My bone here, where's that? Yellow man. Alright.
+3 to bone and poison.
20% faster, cut the dick off.
25% faster dick off.
Poison and bone heals. That's what you want. Bone heals. Heals of the bone. You want to heal the bone. You're gonna need to.
6 East for Sir. My token for Ist.
I like the power tool. Very round and open up.
Ergonomic.
Usually I see lightning sources, you know?
You know, sometimes you know, and then sometimes you know.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you know.
This was like, you know what? I love almond joy.
I love almond joy.
Can you give me
Who
a
fucking
complete
did
bar
that?
of chocolate wrapped shit?
Who fucking did that?
Then
I know what that means.
Ching chong ching shoo.
you guys like ching ching chong chong?
Need Burr offering 25 mal? That's fucking nuts. He has 20,
Oh.
25 of those ruins.
Yeah. That's a lot. For that one.
Is totally vexed. That's not a bad deal.
Only if he includes the no less than 3 pie person and
20 P gems for
Eureka.
Shako. Kitty on my foot.
oh. Oh.
she
Are you
doing
a
now?
good baby cat?
Baby cat. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. She's making sure I don't go into another season again. She's like, eat something, Dad. Okay, good.
I like going into these bot games and finding.
Right, people just like, oh, hey.
Can't farm ever yet. I need a Talami. Complete my set. And then I can
Yeah.
be a hero. Free grifts.
Freak real.
Go for 5 OS CS.
Limited time only. Just show your limited edition computer Riz identification card.
I want to see what he's got, and then tell him I
I
don't
want
have
to see
him
what
in
you
there
got.
now. Make him do all
And
that
just
work
pull
for
your
no
Ethernet.
reason. It's gonna be great.
And then pull your Ethernet cable. Just completely like alt F4 and come back and be like, yo man, sorry, my connection went down, man. Oh man, oh man. Then do it again. You're like, yeah, worry. Who needs or E? None are ED or I considered when they left. Fucking loser. All these weird wolves hanging around. Tiny. Yeah, what's up, Need? Tell me what you got. Ornate plate with 3. Cham and Oh my god, a flame rift? Gives you all skills, period. And then he just left. Oh,
It's a
no.
good time.
He loaded all that shit. It's a good thing there's not some bug in the game where you just keep his items.
Keep it
Yo,
up.
you can run this chat as so many players.
Aki for Om. Some guy comes into my room and he's like, ha 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 ha, 4x3 for S torch, ha 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 ha, and then he leaves. And then somebody comes in and trades me the torch for the 4x3.
Did he know the person, or was that just karma?
Karma? Like he thought he was
Was that
cool.
the same guy who came in last time and laughed at you? Glad you don't know.
Paul for Mal. I gain a I'm getting another Paul though. 3 key sets for Vex.
You got all these players sitting around making game names because they can't communicate in chat
Right.
outside of the game.
Meanwhile, the chat is empty.
Yeah, is that lobby for everyone? Like,
Yeah.
nobody's typing. Crazy. Skibbity bibbity. See if someone joins the bibbity with the skibbity.
Rack for H keys. 12 H keys? Nobody wants to farm 12 H keys. Fuck out of here.
You kind of did it halfway already.
Halfway, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that I don't need it no more. I don't need it no more.
I can stand the rain. My named your assassin.
Yeah. Zealadin specializes in zeal.
Your necromancer's named Raisin.
He's a summoner. Barbarian named Clam Slam. Ickbarb. Mule. Baby Mule.
Chucker.
Spear Chucker. Dun, 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 dun. Susan.
Mule. I like the mule. My favorite. Maybe mule and bubbled up.
Boson. Absolute shit. Fireball Source. Top tier. Mosaic Assassin. Top tier. Zealadin for Ubers.
For Ubers.
But now I got a Hammered and a cold bitch.
Wouldn't you just make, I don't know.
What?
I was gonna say, why don't you just make one character have all that gear for all those specs? But you can't respec them all the time, huh?
Right.
That's the gay part. It's not being, dude, I don't care what the price is, like, to be able to respect. You know, because how are you gonna know how you feel until you feel it?
So this is the Boson.
Scratch on. You know you're a gangster when you use a lit joint to light the bowl pipe.
Yeah. Speaking of bowl.
Yeah, they're coming. Fate. I mean, it's cool and all, but like, reanimate dead is kind of nice. But at the same time, you're still standing there shooting a fucking bow and arrow. Like, what are you, primitive?
It's not that bad, but it's definitely not top tier. I'll show you what I mean, Joe.
I like the faster run walk. That can actually make a difference. Furio, give me that booty. Okay, I see.
But in a room full of players, she can't do that. Because they're stronger, better, faster. Batman.
Yeah. So you'd be sitting back here and dying over not to mention you like bleed through a bunch of mana.
And most of the points gotta go for Dex.
It's just not, if I'm gonna have someone using a bow and arrow, I expect them to run talking. I don't want. Yeah, and you have to have that much dexterity just to do decent damage. Huh.
Yep.
Is that supposed to be your other minion, that bitch with the fucking polearm?
Yep.
I like how she's walking the whole time? Like, what is that? I mean, you're clearing the room, but what happens when it's like monstrous gargoyles that teleport everywhere and do like percent damage to you? You're like,
And she die. Just like
no
that.
way. And you got like no help from damn damage, too strong.
Need free
Like,
Soj.
did that to get her naked.
P-Gem here. Let's play,
Like the
huh?
oh the Amazon looks like the character Sif from the Solo movie. That brunette female.
Yeah. We're gonna pop on XCOM 2.
Tom. Nobody typed in the lobby. That's crazy. Crazy times, man.
Crazy. Crazy. Uh-oh. Motherfucker.
Mudder. The fugger in the mudder. What is that, India on your fucking background?
Yeah, Taj Mahal.
Fucking J Mahal. Oh. Oh, it's got your mohawk, dude, and the foreground there. Yes, I know you like J video games. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Advil liquid gel tabs. The only thing that can stop Satan.
Take it. Stop Satan. Right in his
Have
tracks.
you ever heard? Have you ever heard of a disease called scrofula?
No.
It is a form of tuberculosis where the lymph nodes on your neck swell up really bad,
Damn.
along with lots of other complications. Yeah, it's like super fucking. But it used to be called the King's Evil. That's affirmative.
Really?
Because peasants believed that the king couldn't heal things, like heal people medically or whatever, if he's sick or injured. So that you got sick from scrofula, they thought that the king can intentionally make you sick.
Because of invalids?
Because, back then there were so many things that people didn't understand how the body works.
We're visible here.
Like, oh, if I don't eat food, soon enough, then I'll be low blood sugar. Then what? I'm gonna kiss the floor. Oh, baby can.
Negative damage.
Rumlow spinner. Could you imagine people were running alcohol as an
Bootlegging?
illegal substance back in the day? Bootleggers and shit? Legging their boots? Booting their legs?
They're repositioning on us. If you say so.
I'm telling you, that stupid, that circular thing on those alien backs, that looks just like the holy chi monk thing that you get for Heihachi put on your back.
That's pretty cool.
Feel like there's some Asian influence up in this XCOM, holding you accountable.
It's possible.
Is it possibility?
Look, I'm gonna move to the next one over. Boom. That's how you not get hit.
I'm out of here.
Ooh, damn, he fell.
Battle frenzy, huh? How about battle split up?
By the numbers.
Man, I had a moment of
What's over there?
disagreement with Kyle, but he doesn't know I disagree.
About what?
I was trying to hear his girl saying something downstairs when I was at his place, and I'm like halfway up the stairs, his daughter is like being an obnoxious kid, and I'm like, shut up. I was like, stop, stop, I'm here, stop, shut up. Well, Kyle didn't like me telling his daughter to shut up, and I just don't think he realizes when the kid's under 10, you have to tell them to shut up.
About to get burnt to a
They
crisp.
just don't know.
Getting a little too warm over here.
I know he's just being protected dad.
Yeah.
So I was like, really? Well,
I'm trusting you here.
even I was told to shut up for something in my life. I turned out pretty good, didn't I?
Throw grenade.
Don't get it. Granada.
I got it, right?
The real question everyone wants to ask is, when we bring Battlefield 1942 back? I don't think the atomic bombs necessarily ended the war. I think they ended everything. We've just been living in a simulation because our brains couldn't handle the truth that 90% of the globe was destroyed.
On my way. Only the best.
Only the best.
Only the best. Thank you for being the best part.
Stepping off.
You ever think about stepping off?
Listen, I've been known to step on my off to step away. Yeah, what? What did you say?
Got eyes on advent troops.
Who do you think you are just running across the map like you got a Prius unlocked or something?
Moving as ordered. Roger that.
Didn't those fires go out eventually?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not boring, but wet up. It's Goomba, that's for sure. And we don't ever want to like heal your people. Like you don't gear up for that at all. The game could offer you a med pack and be like, bitch, I said, hey, give me that.
Heading out.
We're gonna heal their life over. Okay.
Only the best. Weapons burning ammo fast. I guess that'll be okay.
Arrow to the rescue.
Target eliminated.
And he's like, bitch, hello, friendly. Yeah, give him the old slice and dice combo. I like how they just dropped their weapon. Like, ooh.
Terminated. Status confirmed.
Status
All
confirmed.
hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
And it's 1-5. We have a cat on site and cuddling in the lab. Over. Bailey? Nice. Good belly. Most under fire. No way. The fact that Mohawk is still alive is crazy.
He's getting promoted. Captain.
Oh my, with that Mohawk? Everyone's wounded except for that one dude. Yeah, cover.
I await your orders, Commander.
Captain Raw.
I foresee a
Down
number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Hello, Commander. We noticed early on that the Avenger has a tendency to dip forward when the power core is under load without the engines engaged.
Avenger plotting new course. Setting
There's
course
so
for
many locations
Sector
all
6,
shiny and like,
Eastern
I'm
Europe.
over here. Alright, Captain South that says we're on mission.
Reading you loud and clear.
90.
Commander, we might have to do some cleaning, but we've still got room to grow here. We should consider building some new facilities. Commander? This is our basic power armor frame.
We got a fucking flashbang. Look at him, looking like a supermodel. That's what I mean by dodge.
Avenger plotting new course.
the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander. I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
You remember playing the old Sin City game, right?
Yeah.
When I first started playing as a kid, I did what you would expect. Built like little spaces here and there to let things slowly, gradually grow. Try not to spend too much of my funds, so I had stuff to repair things or whatever. And then my friend comes along and he makes a brand new game, and I watch him play it for like 5 minutes, and I get thoroughly disgusted because as soon as he starts a new game, he goes and he takes down every fucking loan he can get his hands on. Doesn't matter what the interest rate is. He takes every single one of them out. And he goes from the starting money, I think it was like a couple grand or something like that. He had like half a million.
Damn.
And he was able to just build scale, giant property areas and everything that would keep the city going. And by the time he had to start paying back the loans, it started getting to be a problem. He had more than enough money to pay it back on the land.
Damn.
I was like, man, and fast forward, 3 decades, and I'm over here going, wow, life really is just like Sin City. You take out a bunch of loans. You don't have to afford the things you want to buy. You just have to afford the interest on the things you want to buy.
Me or me cigarette.
Hey, why don't you? Here's your squad by one. How about that?
Sky Ranger deployed. In position to drop.
Shen came across an odd series of transmissions coming out of this region, and we've narrowed it down to a hidden alien communications relay transmitting to the Advent network. We can't pass up any opportunities to disrupt their progress on the latest operation, so we're moving in to take out that relay. Neutralize any hostile contacts near the site, lock it down, and destroy the target.
Yeah.
Me. No problem.
Eat the beef stick
Menace
Oh,
1-5. Communications relay
from
is up
Aldi.
ahead. Move in and destroy the target.
Man, I want an Aldi.
We're in concealed position.
There it is.
What's that?
It says that I had a subscription to YouTube, but I canceled it. But I know it's still working. It's literally still working. So I don't know. Like my iPhone, it's still. I just discovered I have $20 in my Apple tab.
Is that an
That's
environment
cool.
suit? Maybe something that can't handle our atmosphere?
Those emissions could be toxic.
I'm gonna spend that in the next 5 minutes.
I'm all over it.
I'm all over it.
I'm all over it. I don't use Siri because I can't name the AI myself. I want to be able to go, yo, Frank. And I'll be like, what do you want?
Uh,
That's what I want.
Enemy squad located.
Ooh, look at those guys. Fucking looks like Pissmaster from Rick and Morty.
Piss Master.
I feel like that show's starting to reach that critical point where they sell out.
On the move.
I blame you.
Thank you. Thank you. Is he better than me? Nobody's better than me. I got an email from someone named Matthew Shimabuku. What the hell?
Yeah. And it's the place has this shit ass multiplayer game, PvP game. So I went and looked at the trailer of this fucking thing. Yo, it looks like Fortnite capture the flag.
Scanners at maximum.
It's the same exact character modeling and 3D effects as Fortnite.
Moving to Overwatch.
That's just, man.
Bye.
Your order is on the move. You hear that, Goomba? It's not great news. Your order has shipped and it's on its way to you. I didn't order anything.
Oh. One of those.
Estimated delivery date. And I click on the thing, chat show preview, and look at the link, and it says, I want to read this thing. So long. It shouldn't be that long. It's the first clue. It scans. Taste. Oh my word. inside of it, it says email equals brianlibby@gmail.com and remote equals reset password. Thank you.
Hostile threat destroyed.
One simple trick to pull your
We
penis
all saw
out
that
from
thing
the
go
car.
down. Now what the hell is it doing?
Man, I wish the scam artists would get better. It's like playing a fighting game against someone who doesn't play. It just, you can get bored of
Ahí
it.
tienes.
I mean, the company checks out.
They're moving to flank me!
They have their own website and everything. Doesn't seem very appealing though, because they only want to do like a couple of sessions and like 1 to 2 hours per session. And it's like, so they really just want to do some like PvP matches, have some randos join. You want me to be awake at 9 a.m.?
Nope.
Why are you like $35 an hour? Estimated $280 for all hours fulfilled. And then here's where I was like, in the form of a gift card. Do you like gift cards a lot? Those doo-doo motherfuckers.
What the fuck?
That's right.
Doo-doo, motherfucker.
Doo-doo kitchen. The fucking Indians, man.
Doo-doo kitchen.
Doo-doo kitchen. Hell yeah, I've been watching these fucking videos on Facebook. So some guy, like, he's making what looks like I want to say a burrito or an empanada, but he's using a sweet, and he's stirring this yellow liquid that looks like diarrhea. Yeah.
Espero que valga la pena.
Great. Like, I thought that the little Mexican food places that I found randomly are bad, but this is another level. Be a street vendor living under the bridge in some cities.
Street
selling
vendor.
stuff. Dude.
Load game. There was a time I load game.
Hey, why did you load game?
There was a time.
What's with the mint ice cream armor?
Stove.
Yeah, have you lifted it? How do you know?
I synced it.
You get the Sub-Zero background load screen.
I definitely got that one.
When I went to the gas station the other day before I went over to hang out at Cobb, a motherfucking lady came in before I before me and wanted to get gas, and she was struggling to tell the fucking clerk. I wasn't really listening. All of a sudden I hear the clerk go, "15 on cinco," and she goes, "TT," and I'm like, "Fuck you." No, fuck you, though. Like, you don't go walk around in China trying to speak French and be like, "Oh, no one has me, I speak French." Like, fuck you. Come here and it's just like, "Oh, don't worry, we'll compensate you because we know you didn't try."
Whatever you say. On the target.
Like, she was being asked to recite like a whole paragraph. All she had to say was 15 on 5. So a dollar really wants to feel good about ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
But to sit there and he was like saying things and it almost sounded like English words, but it turned out it was just gibberish.
Chris.
So, Chris Sam. Fucking James Bond going over here. Sniper guy.
James
How far
Bondo.
back? How far back can this airline go? Can you kill those fucking suit dudes without them like resurrecting?
No.
Or not resurrecting, but like you can kill them in one shot and they just blow up into pieces.
No.
So what's the point of living?
Ugh.
Wait, were those gas prices like $11?
Poca munición.
245, 157 for unleaded.
You mean the gas prices went down in the future?
What?
What?
I'm trusting you here. Moving to Overwatch.
406. Now that one says 979. That's right.
Enemy is still up.
Supposed to be 2035.
The alien transmission is still active and we're running out of time. Get to the relay and take it out. ASAP.
Damn. He punched him right in the. What's the robot version of his chest? His chest, though. And then didn't even get intimidated. He's got that green fart cloud on.
Oh no, Advent troops here.
Yeah, because the alien transmission is still leaking on the leaking. You need to run that bitch. Oh, God.
Get ready for a surprise.
They all have like human-like faces. Explain that one. Should they be aliens or what? Am I missing something?
Oh.
Or is it like RoboCop where it's like a face?
Could be RoboCop. Could be.
Yeah.
Proceeding to target.
What was his name? What was the cop's name that became RoboCop?
Oh, I forget. Ryan Dennehy.
I require additional.
No. Are you kidding me? That's a gentleman. Scholar right there. Murphy. Detective. What was his first name?
Mejor así.
Jake.
Something.
Munición
Jake
negativa.
Murphy?
Estoy a cero.
Bill Murphy? Oh, can I get your opinion? I need your opinion. I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Opinion, sir. How do you feel about this whole Miles Morales Black Spider-Man?
Miles, I thought he was Spanish.
My point exactly. No, he's Negro
Oh.
or half. He probably checked both boxes. He's probably half black, half Hispanic that way. All the kids are related. Anyway, what the fuck?
I forgot to load.
You forgot to look good. You're gonna forget to feel when I'm up in the fucking cheeks. Anyway, so yeah, back to the whole Miles Morales.
Whatever you say.
I'm gonna go ahead and volunteer this. No, just N-O. Well, there are explanations, excuses.
Looks like they called in back.
I think he's alright.
You do.
Multiverse, yeah.
Of the relay. The alien transmission is
Yeah.
down. Eliminate any remaining hostiles and move to evac.
Hey, listen, it's been nice being your friend, but
That's
it's... No, man. Spider-Man is supposed to be Peter Parker, period. For them to go and gender affirm him into a fucking black Hispanic kid. It's illegal, okay? I don't know what fucking Soviet Russia you grew up in, but I grew up in where things were illegal.
Servos engaged.
I'm in the groceries aisle.
And they need to give the robot like a charge move where you run from point A to point B. Any enemies you run past get knocked over, dealt damage.
Espero que valga la pena.
Or you could bomb the building. I like that. Ooh, there's 3 of them? You about to get a triple play? Shred it, shred it, shred. Oh man, we just thought of it. In GTA 6, we're gonna see Tesla charging stations. They're gonna be like Telsa or something.
Ever gonna be able to strap bombs to it, wait for somebody to charge their Tesla, and then blow them up?
So great! Yes! Please! Sorry, please. I would like to booby trap a Tesla charging station. I'm not a real American. That's fine.
Back online.
That's the thing though, Mike, like, in GTA, you never really needed to stop for gas.
See that one?
So, if you try to make some of the cars electric, it's not gonna work.
Damn, I did it. Who's keeping score? The thing's destroyed.
Damn, I did it.
There's more people?
Yeah, buddy. That snipe is really nice. You see how he did the swirl? He like twirled around 360 like a ballerina.
Advent forces sighted.
I just did it. Man.
Tiro desviado.
It's like, did you try to walk? Nah.
Running
Oh,
dry.
Affirmative. Covering now.
reminds me of my favorite breakfast cereal, Honey Bunches of Oats. Stone Cold. How did you miss that?
I don't know.
Stone Cold Lars Ulrich.
Tengo uno.
Tango Uno.
Finish one fly. Did you want this last piece of pumpkin pie?
Status confirmed.
Status
All
confirmed.
hostiles are down and the area is
All
secure.
hostiles ate a
Status
dick.
confirmed. Mission accomplished.
All balances have been consumed by the enemy. Wrap it up. Feedback. Wrap it up. That's what we need is a gay strike team. this smelly kitty cat over here.
Stinky.
Yeah. Almost bagged her up with the trash yesterday. Oh, never bagged my little stuff. Damn it.
Need to check on Gabi. I think my brother wants me to check on his dog.
I think your dog wants you to check on your brother. You know, you could stand to get up off the chair, walk around, smell your ass. This is where you go. Oh, I can smell my ass from here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, okay. The 20th. Yeah, he wants me to stay with the dog on the 20th so they can have the baby. The due date is the 20th. BRB snack. I need a snack or something. Oh, that's from above.
Aaron Keeper of the Overshield.
Hello, Commander.
Hello, Commander.
Avenger plotting new course. Strategic resource located.
Alright. Why can't I... There we are.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available
Engineering
communications
students
capacity.
create edible
We
steak
can't
so that
establish
your
any new
burrito and
contacts until we
breakfast wrap
upgrade our
never
systems.
unravel again. Or just hold them. Like, what are you, putting it down and leaving the room?
What now?
Something.
Attempting to
Like
establish local region.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our
chop
ongoing
anything.
efforts.
Wood,
Commander,
tire,
if we intend on
strong wood,
discovering the purpose of the chip,
$400
Shop smart.
reward.
Shop
Bring me
S
something-
smart.
appropriate research as soon as possible. I foresee
Bring
a
me
number
something I
of
cannot
valuable
stop.
applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report as soon as the research is complete.
Hey,
Where
Commander.
did Brandon have looked old since he was a kid? Oh, do you want to get the dual side-by-side lover toilets where you can face each other while you poop?
No.
But they're literally like right next to each other, not across the room like the others.
Setting course for
Launch mission
deactivation.
BRB.
Honestly, it's the red can for me. Ah! Ah! He fell out. I find him. Of course, she's gonna fucking. Wow.
Where's my fucking specialist?
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned. Mike Leake allegedly once had to be talked out of putting a little person in the backfield and throwing him over the line of scrimmage as a short yardage
Huh.
Could you imagine? It's like pipe the ball to this midget, and then people in the back line pick the midget up and throw it?
Yep,
Sky Ranger
I can
deployed.
imagine that.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Resistance forces hit an advent train in this area pretty hard, and the aliens still haven't managed to get it moving again. There should be plenty of valuable stuff on board that thing, so we're moving to eliminate any hostiles in this area. Secure whatever cargo you can find. Menace 1-5, coordinates of the advent train are locked in. Move to secure. Eliminate all hostiles.
Right.
Got it covered.
Randy Couture.
Got a
Air
hostile
lifted
squad
to
here.
Princeton after suffering serious injuries from NHRA practice crash.
Crabs.
Yeah, see some fans.
Running. Roger that.
White people in salmon colored shirts is always a jump scare.
Eyes on the prize. Got it covered. Afirmativo, cubriendo. Got it covered. Swamp concealment lost. I definitely got that one.
I see you're missing a lot less. What did you do to change that?
Ahí tienes.
I think it's just PlayStation.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I guess that'll be okay. Running dry on ammo.
How did you miss, Sniper? Phil Collins?
I got nothing.
He really does look like him, huh?
Target neutralized. Ammo levels critical. En marcha. On it.
Can't think of Captain Planet without thinking Don Cheadle turning everything into a free crap.
Primary weapon ammo accepted.
Wow.
Voy a ello.
You ain't reading shit, goddamn.
Looks like he's got something.
There's something here.
Something in his hands. Shoot! Fire! Fire!
I've got it. They're backing up. Advance.
Some of those like IRL cop videos, they'll be the person will get close to the cop, you see on the body cam, and
Roger
the
that.
cop will say something like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And it's almost like they want the person to hit him so they can arrest them for a battery.
Yeah, they do.
There's other cops that'll be like, "Hey, listen, don't get if you hit me, I will have to be arrested." They like explain everything, and yet the ones that say, "What are you gonna do about it?" It doesn't happen as much. It's wild. It's almost like the person hears a cop say that and then goes, looks at them and uses their fucking noodle and goes, "Oh, nothing. I'm not gonna do anything about it. You'll hurt me." Too much, man. Too much.
Ya voy.
I want to make bingo cards of all the phrases that people constantly say, and then watch the videos of friends.
Shot wide.
So there's the I'm not getting arrested, and you just told me all right. I didn't do nothing. I'm pregnant. This is just because I'm black.
Vaya cosa.
What else is y'all racist?
I'm trusting you here.
There's some other common ones where you just hear him say it over and over. And it's like, huh. Hey, can you leave some enemies for the rest of the crew? Or, what's going on here?
Wow.
Waxing and relaxing. Critical. Jesus. Yeah, we save those. Yeah, reload that shit if you're letting that move yourself to the right.
Dr. Mustache.
I guess that'll be okay.
Bushier than you ever thought.
In cover. Back online. I'm on it. Reloading. On the move. Target eliminated. En el blindaje. Poca munición.
How you gonna promote a robot, though?
Easy.
I got nothing.
Like, I could see putting more gear on it. But in a way, I'm calling this thing Sir. Like, fuck you. Nothing but tin can. There will always
Metal.
be a tin. take a hike, vending machine. I don't know. You think you'd be robo racist, or you think you'd be a friend to robots?
Robot racist. You say?
Yeah. You see a robot in public, and you're just like, "The fuck you looking at?" Oh, the trash can. Don't you have an interview to be in a recycling bin? You fucking sheet metal loser.
A 21%. Let's try it. This.
All I saw was this man shoot a grenade in the air and get major fucking damage. Disgusting. Tell me the 21%. Oh, he's stone cold, my guy. I'm telling you. Just not escape.
Intended target.
Paradigm.
Ammo levels critical. Ya voy.
Nowadays, listening to music that's pre-year 2000 is almost like when you go out into the woods to get
Blanco
fresh
duro.
air.
Daños mínimos. Munición agotada. I guess that'll be okay. That's not good.
Hell yeah.
Ammo
Why
out.
did you jump over that one little thing in the middle of a field? 24%? What kind of fucking daycare nursery is this?
System damage. -15. Watch those supply
Yeah,
crates.
let him run
If you
out
destroy
there.
them, there
Don't
won't
be
be
dumb.
anything
Oh, I
left
got
for us
another
to
call.
recover
BRB.
once the area
Yeah.
is secure. It's killing time. Okay, I'll go. Moving to Overwatch. Advancing. I'm going to need ammunition, Commander. Listo para atacar. Vale, tengo uno. Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Secure. I accept.
Here he is. You on your phone?
Me? No.
Because I can see you not sitting at your chair, homie.
You're late.
You mean I'm late? I'm early. Huh. In fact, I'm premature. Kyle wants me to go watch his daughter tomorrow morning so he and Bianca can go to court.
Okay.
So, how do you like that, huh? You like it, don't you?
Yeah.
Sick and tired.
Yeah.
What did you do when you finally realized that red was your favorite color? Nothing you could do about it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
No, I'm asking. Like, what did you do? Well, how did you feel in that moment? You were like, damn, I can't get away from this. Red is my favorite color.
Taking action after dashing.
Is that what you did? You took an action?
Yeah. Deep cover and untouchable. If you score a curl during your turn, the next attack against you during the enemy turn will miss. Promoting a robot.
If you did not attack this turn, hunker down, or kill the turn, the next attack against you will miss. Okay. Yeah, I like hunker down. It's sometimes some of that robot. I love robots. I'm a robot lover. I make this shit about bro. Every time mother makes stew, part of the energy channel here. That's kind of cool, I guess. You know this is man. The overpower.
We did it.
Which one did you pick?
It was like, do you want to get soldier? I said, no, no. No, no, no.
I mean, they were both good. That's why I wanted to take the second one just because of
Setting
the
course for Chile.
like heat triggering.
I'm setting
Right.
course for Chile.
Nice, nice. Finally, a better climate. Fucking Asia climate. Disgusting.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander. Greetings, Commander. I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander.
So yeah,
Contact
new
me when I have a
conspiracy
full
theory.
report available.
The nukes in World War II were actually civilization. You know it.
New regional contacts located.
Which is why things are starting to repeat themselves because simulators don't know what humans we have actually done if we didn't nuke ourselves out of existence.
Insufficient
Saw a
power.
video. Saw a video of like 4 kittens that were stray out in the wild. And this person is picking them up one by one. See them like trying to hiss, with the little kitten hiss because they're scared, trying to front like it's a threat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, man, could you imagine something to that scale picking us up? You know, the size that we are. You're like what, 1/20th the size of a human? Just imagine something reaching down, picking you up, like putting you in a giant cargo plane, and then
Power
driving
relay
that cargo plane with
upgraded.
his hands down the street. And you're just like, oh, okay, what the hell?
Alright, I'm gonna save this. What do I want to play now?
It's clear. It's very clear. You know it. Just like I know it.
What?
Nothing. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. You already did Diablo and you did XCOM. There's really nothing else worth playing in your eyes. I mean, you want to run around Azeroth like a fucking noob.
Yeah, could do that.
Yeah, but again, you'd rather Diablo than WoW. I just know.
I just feel so bored.
Because you ain't got no job going on right now. Normally you'd be at work.
I already worked at my day off. It's today.
It's time for a walk. That's what it's time for.
Yeah, maybe. Let me go for a walk.
You roll a couple of J's and you just go for a walk.
I'm out of papers.
You're fired. I don't even understand why you're still here.
I'm just about
Ah,
out of
man,
weed and everything.
you take a, you take your grinder with a little bit of weed ground up. You take a small pipe, smoke that. That's how you can use weed. No muff, no fuss.
You mean this pipe?
I mean that pipe.
This pipe.
The thing I gotta do is get some. I still gotta get some alcohol to make my pipe. My pipe is in the bay. It's like that car parked on the side of the house. Got to wipe the plate. The car tires are flat. Yeah, man. That thing looks like it could be like a bludgeoning tool, but for a Viking. Like he beats it at someone and flips it over, dumps some fucking weed in there and lights it up. Down on the table behind it. He used to be kind of worried about her sleeping a lot. I, did some study. Like, and really, when cats are laying around like they're sleeping a lot, I mean, they are happy as they can. And that gave me hell of confidence. When I see her just flaked out, like nothing can bother her, knowing that cats can usually be grumpy at the slightest bit. I mean, good deal.
This thing needs to be cleaned, man. This thing needs to be cleaned, man. This thing needs to be cleaned, man. Yeah. Yeah.
I have the best Wi-Fi ever.
You do?
Oh yeah, you know what the Mexican fucking manager or whatever his name is? Remember that shampoo from the commercials back in the day called Vidal Sassoon?
Yeah.
His name is Vidal. Vidal like Ramirez or something.
That's weird. That's weird.
Now what are you gonna do?
Trying to figure that out. Stay sucker free.
I got a bald head.
I got a bald head.
You made any beats lately?
Yeah. I gotta be in a mood for it though.
No, I feel that. 100%. Even more than gaming comes to, you gotta be in the right mood.
Even in the world's hottest desert, they said. Pulling clean water from the air. MIT engineered a window panel that makes clean water from thin air with zero power.
I saw that. That's everything requires power. There's no way. Something has
Ain't-
to take it.
Yeah, there's gotta be an equivalent exchange.
Right. Or something that was used to make power to put it in. Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh, man. I wish it was illegal to say false things. feel me?
I feel you, bud.
In some capacity, like to be able to go, hey, telling people this and it's wrong. Two matte
And
black and wine flavor, please. Copy that.
I'm gonna go to the store and get
Oh,
some
you're fine.
energy, boys. I'll be back.
Oh, I hate you. Okay.
I'm
Call
using,
me when you get it back.
yeah, I'm using food stamps.
Smart guy.
Smart.
That's smart. All right, call me when you get back.
Goomba Studios.
Goomba Studio. What's up, man?
Man, what doing?
Just laying down, watching my cat sleep. What about yourself? Okay. Hear
Okay.
me out, Goomba.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We've been talking about that sniper calling Phil Collins this whole time.
Yeah.
The first the first recommended video under your stream, like if your stream were to end right now, the first recommended video is Phil Collins' greatest hits full album soft rock playlist 2025.
They're
And it's an hour and 10 minutes long.
they're listening. I'm gonna.
Tell me where the microphone is. Just tell me. And then I go another page down, and it's got Rod Stewart, Air Supply, Bee Gees. I forgot the Bee Gees existed.
The Bee Gees in their high pitched voice. Ah.
Yeah, no, those can't be real male humans. There's no possible way.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fatting way.
Back into it. So what are you doing again? You're gonna do some more hammering?
I was thinking about it.
You're gonna kiss the graces and run the sorcerers.
I'm gonna run the
Sorceress.
sorceress.
Yeah.
But first I have to go into nightmare. Nightmare.
Noise man.
Good day.
I feel like spellcasting has always been sort of relegated to this like combat thing, but there's not like
Yes?
it's rare you see a game like Skyrim, where you can cast spells to do other shit than just combat stuff, like water breathing, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I wish that was more implementations of magic use in games. Got that sexy torch. It's illegal. Why is that one charm blue in your inventory?
Which
Not
one?
the color
This one?
around. The blue one between the torch and the other charm.
It's my cold charm.
It's your cold charm.
Yes.
So, yeah, you want to go to jail?
Yeah?
Have you, monster cold immunity is thunder. Thunder. I mean, honestly, I think that beats, like, a lot of other charms. Wow, that's kind of broken.
And it's a bad version of it too. It's a low. It's a low version. All right. Countess.
Have you seen videos of this guy who dresses up like cosplay of Dr. Phil? And they do jokes
Yeah.
on stage. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
There was him on a podcast with Bert Kreischer, and he was like, Frisco can kiss it and suck my ass, and then Bert's like, oh man, I love Frisco. And he's like, oh really? Yeah, lose my number. It was just so.
Oh yeah.
so
Lose my
sounding,
number.
But he's like, oh well, lose my number. Go ahead.
Evil beware.
Orange truck kind of guy. Yeah, I know, sleepy cat. Laying in sleep and she's doing the quiet meowing with her eyes barely open.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, okay? It's illegal. Yeah, I can't stand how slow this is. When you get frozen ores, you can just spin that bitch in a circle. Feels good, man. Feels actually going places. You know, it's like when you buy an airplane ticket, it actually works out. I was just thinking about it while I was waiting for you to get back. Why aren't the airplanes just selling first come, first serve, like a bus ticket kind of thing? Like no, like you get in line, you pay to ride the bus, you get your Airbus fare, and you have to be weighed, and if the bus or the Airbus hits their weight capacity, you just wait for the next Airbus. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be like trying to ride a bus like with bus fare and try and show up, have it show up at a certain and leave at a certain time, and have you have assigned seating. Like that's crazy talk. But on a plane, and then if you get people who really, really, really want it to be like the old-fashioned way, they can ride the airline that's going to be a private flight from Houston to Atlanta, you know, and fucking or whatever. Also, when are we getting the electric vehicle version of the airplane? Talk to me, Kimbo.
I wish I knew.
Because not only would the investment and everything that goes into that be breathtaking, so so boosted, but just being a part of it can change so much of your life. How much would it cost to fly a plane if the only cost is the people working? Like, yeah, you'll recharge it at the next airport, but the amount of fuel a plane would have to carry has got to be more than what a extra battery would be in the back of it. Not to mention all the crap you have to generate that thrust would be electric powered. I'm surprised they haven't figured out how to just get the airplane up to a certain altitude and coast all the way to the destination, like a glider. Am I
Yeah.
crazy?
No.
Am I
You're not.
glider crazy?
No, you're not glider crazy. Yeah, I'm not glider crazy.
He's like, near my now, big ball, big crap, glider crazy.
I have cleansed the
Sound
den
like
of assholes. Oh, my throat.
oh, sphincter's clear.
Now it's time to teleport to everywhere.
Fuck her up, kids. We're about to have lunch. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
Nope.
Future
'Cause I ain't
generations
I
are
ain't
gonna
got
think
none.
your parents just didn't fucking parent their kids. It's like, yeah, whatever. But they did. They pulled their shit like, if I have to come get you, you better be locked up in jail.
Right.
Or if you're not home by the time the streetlights come out, you're gonna whoop it. Okay, so let's say I'm in front of my mom. How do I reconcile all of the physical abuse?
Say again?
Let's say that I'm sitting in front of my mom, the person talking. How do I reconcile all of the physical abuse from my childhood?
You start by addressing it,
Okay.
and then once you address it, let the room take itself.
Okay.
Let her know how it fucked you up.
Yeah. Now, next question. Actually, it sounds way easier. Uh, how do I reconcile the fact that I was cheating baby? I was a lust baby, and she lied to her husband about getting pregnant.
Oh wow.
Well, okay, I'm paint you a picture, and you let common sense take over. I look at my birth certificate, And
There's dark magic
the
working.
mother and father, oh, number one, my mom didn't have the father's last name. Okay, so I don't even know if they were married. And then he is not who my mom said he was. And I was born in Texas. My birth certificate is from Texas, not Las Vegas, where I remember all of my childhood starting and going forward. All of it.
Texas.
Yeah, I was born in Hereford, Texas, which is up north in the Panhandle area.
Okay. Okay.
That's Smith County. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And when I know, I don't know, I don't have a picture, but I'm pretty sure she was married. And I know she had told me that she used to work for the Las Vegas Highway Patrol out here, right?
Uh huh.
Nevada Highway. But when I remember my childhood, that from the starting point going forward, my mom always worked for the gas company out here, Southwest Gas. So, and I'm pretty sure that she had told me at some point that when she was a patrolman, she was before I was born. So, and it's just like, why is this guy's name on my birth certificate as the father, and you've never once talked about it? And when she told me about my father and gave me a name, it was a completely different guy's name. There's too many things that draw that conclusion to. She probably fucked some detective
Who
at
was
the
married?
NBC, who had like a family and everything, and then she got pregnant and was like, oh, I'll just
These stones
have it, but
radiate
tell
powerful
my
magic.
husband that it's his. And then something got out. Someone found out. Something happened, and that dude was like, "Fuck you, divorce, gone." Like he evaporated.
You just dipped.
Yeah, which I don't blame him. If you found out that your wife was having a baby and it wasn't yours, like you're gone, right? The box is packed, moving out.
Yeah.
There's no way I stayed with that. There's definitely no way I stayed to raise a child. It would have been gone. So yeah, I want to understand. I just want to understand why I was treated like she had extra livestock. Like she owned a couple of horses for the most part of my childhood. She would always have at least two or three, and I
Yeah.
was just an extra animal to take care of on the farm or whatever, on the ranch. She had her two dogs, and she had her horses, and she had her child. She used to go on road trips all around California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, all over the place to go to rodeos, to team rope and barrel race.
Yeah.
And she had a little camper put on the back of her truck, her Chevy. And I would sleep in that camper while she drove everything. I was just a road child, following her around. And honestly, I just feel like she was ill-equipped to handle her having a child who was kind of like special needs, autistic. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, you're not really
Maybe smart.
special needs, but
Oh man, sometimes.
but you're messed up from your childhood. It says a lot.
Yeah. Well, and I just the things that the way that I process information, like it took me a long time to really understand how my brain works, and it was not meant to go through what she put me through in the way that she reprimanded me for things that were out of my control mentally. Like me having trouble focusing if I didn't have food. That's like I think the only thing that he never really was something that like take that away from you. You're restricted, grounded from having it.
Uh
Was
huh.
me listening to music. But if only she could have understood that, when my son gets home, if he watches the cartoons that he wants to watch because they're only on at a certain time, and finishes them, he will turn right around, go outside, and clean all the books around, and then come right back inside and do his homework. And it's like, it wasn't that I would be getting the reward before the work. It was that I wouldn't be able to watch those shows because they were a certain time that they were on,
Yeah.
and I would have missed it for the day. And on the days where I was able to get home and say she was going to be late coming home or whatever, I could watch them. I could run. Like I would run home to the bus stop and turn on the show, whatever show was left to watch, finish them, and I literally would immediately go outside without any problem and do my chores, and she wouldn't know any different, and it always pissed me off because it always felt like I wasn't one of those kids who didn't do what he was supposed to, and I understood that, like, even if I got something as like a gift or a reward or whatever, that there were still things I had to do for it. So it's wild, Like it was like, did you ever get like a gift as a student, like a notebook with an empty white paper, notebook that you could write in
Yeah.
for class? Did anyone ever make you feel like you didn't earn it? Like you needed to earn the right to be able to have that, to use it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot. Stuff for anyone where I was just like, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, this line, this notebook is gonna be great. I can write all sorts of shit down. I got all sorts of things going on in my brain, but I felt like, unless it was me myself with my own paper money paying for that shit, I always felt like I was not like I was in the wrong for receiving it.
I see.
And all I wanted to do was fill that shit up with fucking learning or whatever. Yeah, that's really where I'm struggling with is it's just my first kid I gave up for adoption because I recognized that Star and I would not be able to take care of it where we were,
Right.
and she agreed with me, and it all went, as well as it could have. And if only she could have, I mean, at least looked at it and been like, oh, maybe this isn't right or something might be wrong with my child. But she didn't. It was nothing like that. It really felt like it was that misunderstanding throughout history where certain generations aren't equipped for the newer generation that come along,
Mm-hmm.
or understand like why they're into what they're into or why they behave the way they do. But I don't know, man. After the bit of work I had to do as a parent, I still am like, I look at her and I'm like, what the fuck, man? There were so many times where all you had to do was talk to me, look me in the eye, and figure out what's going on behind the screen, instead of just take your belt off, turn around.
Yep.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, whenever kids get spanked, usually the parent has them like bent over a knee or something, right?
Yeah.
No, my mom was like, lay over the front of the bed. And I was getting whipped like it was a fucking punishment, like 30 lashes or some shit.
Damn.
But not on my back. It was always below the waistline.
I got it on my back, my face, anywhere.
Yeah. My mom had pretty heavy palms too, so smacking me upside the head was a doozy.
This ancient tree has an aura of magic about it.
This ancient tree has an aura of magic about it.
A scroll popped out of it. Let's read it together. Woodhead tree pit.
It's gonna say, Dickard Kane.
Yeah, Dick her cane inside her anus. There's some days or part of the day I'm in like a pretty good mood and I have a thought or a memory or a thought back about my mom, and I'll be almost there where I feel like, man, you know what, I could just message her right now and fuck it. But then it passes after. I'm it was something that keeps me busy where I can. And then later on, I try to draw back on the thought. Do I message her? And part of me goes, no, fuck that. I get super jelly people who have like still have connections with their mom or their dad, still talk to them because I don't know where to turn for that experience of having a father figure. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Deckard
And
Cain, get to the
at
road
this
camp.
point, like I'm 42, having a father figure is kind of
Too late.
yeah, a little bit. I mean, having some positive male influences is always a good thing to have, no matter your age. But Deckard Cain, run for your life.
I saved Kane. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and you took out the Ronaldo or whatever his name is.
Ronaldo.
You have written
Uh, oh, why you gotta die like that, man?
I didn't choose
I got
to.
excited.
Death
I
chose
start
me.
busting out the. I start busting out the baby oil. You mentioned your dad before. Is he still alive? Do you still talk to him?
I don't talk to him, but he's still alive somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much of a father. Started off with a cocaine addiction from my family's business.
Right.
And got me and my sister taken away from my mom, which then resulted in them splitting up. My father continued about his path, being an alcoholic, doing whatever the fuck, and my mom's the only one that tried to straighten up and do right by us, so it was pretty neat. What's up, guy? What's up, kid?
Wow.
Those little random buds.
Is your belt red or is it broken?
My belt?
Yeah, your belt.
Oh,
Your
that's
character.
fine.
Is it like red colored?
Oh, I don't know. It's like black. Black and gold. Purple and gold. Purple?
Purple, huh?
I think so, right?
Yeah, that color doesn't exist, Mike. It's in your brain.
Shut up.
Oh, that's the Colorado. Okay.
Yeah.
Colorado dick wrappings.
Dig wrappings.
Let's see, Herodric, Guardian, fucking Double Pie, fine spun cloth. Yeah, it's only one need for that. Ridiculous. Oh. And you still talk to your mom, yeah?
Yeah, of course. She's the one that actually tried to do something, you know? Tried with the, she got us on weekends eventually, and
Yeah.
then we were able to live back with her after a while. But, yeah, I was abused by my foster parents. Not so much
Ooh.
the dad, it was the woman. It was,
Yeah.
you know, the
I
dad
mean,
was
there's
black.
reasons why. Yeah.
Yeah, and the mom
There's
was
reasons
white.
why some women aren't meant to have kids because they aren't meant to mom.
But, yeah, man, she beat the shit out of me with all sorts of stuff. Whatever she can grab, basically. You ever get hit with a fan belt from a car? Yeah. You want to talk about welts and bleeding? Huh.
I've been run down on horseback.
I believe it.
I was on foot and she was horseback.
Oh, no.
And you know those things that they use to lead horses around, lead rope?
Yeah.
I've been beaten with that.
Yeah, so, you know the feels.
And
But we're a bunch of fucked up people. We're misfits of the world, which is why I don't want to have kids and shit. Hang on, I gotta untangle my cord.
let's your cord.
Yeah, people always question me about Oh, you don't want to have kids? No. You don't want to get married? No.
It's funny.
I'm shunned
I
because
was
of it.
I was very much looking forward to that. You know, growing up, like I was definitely thinking about marriage, and look what I did. You know, it's been over a decade before I finally couldn't do it anymore.
And it's alright. You know, you went through the motions and stuff.
Still doing it.
Yeah.
Still fucking.
You got one more left, man. You got one more left, and then you're all grown up.
No shit.
Yeah.
Last time I saw my daughter, she was, you know, toddler.
I recently just seen a video of her on horseback.
Oh my god.
Yep, she's on horseback.
No, that's another thing. My mom was always upset because I wasn't more into rodeo because I was good at roping and riding. Man, sorry. I sound like a
Don't be
fucking
sorry.
sissy and whiny.
It's
I
good to.
want to care, but don't want to let myself down by allowing things to happen
So care
go the
from a
direction I want
distance.
them to. Yeah,
That'd be your best bet, soldier.
it's hard, man.
Yep,
It's like you
sure
put
is.
this woman in front of me and everything that I've been through and everything I've learned from her, and it's hard. Like I feel like Anakin, you know? It's fucking hard. Plus three to cold anus touch.
Yeah. Level 10. That's not bad.
You gotta get that orb infusion, my guy.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock.
Cock, cock.
Cow now, cow now. Offering jaw low for 2 bear.
You sound upset.
2 jaws equal 1 bear. No.
You sound upset.
1 jaw, 1 bear. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So for it to be jaw low, they're ripping themselves off for the second bear. This person's never gonna get what they're looking for.
Yes.
Join clan script. Send me present quest. Interested.
It's like I wipe and I wipe and I wipe. Each time I see more poop. It's like I'm wiping a marker almost. I think that new games are having a hard time being like quality because nobody wants to kind of push the limit with the game. Be a little offensive. Say something dangerous. They all want to fit into this nice bubble where it you know, doesn't get censored on YouTube for anything. I mean, the first thing I saw as a kid when I clicked on the barbarian, this motherfucker stepped forward and he yelled at me. Like, I can imagine a 10-year-old nowadays seeing that shit happen and being scared, pissing themselves. It's not good.
Damn.
You're the
You're
All
the
right, you know
grading
what to do.
warrior than the last one. You're 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 a grading warrior than the last one. Socket that shit. What's this? What's this? Talk to Anya. Okay, done, done, done. Okay, done. Okay, done.
One sock. I guess it can only have one socket on.
Yeah, I think
I was about to be like, it could have two. Come on.
the quest only gives one, but if you put it in a white, it does the maximum.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Did I go
yep.
back to hell? I did. You ready to stand there?
Ready, sir. Oh,
Oh.
oh, someone joined, someone left. Oh, someone's gay, someone's bi.
I tell you Bell too.
He's like, you'll never follow me. Oh, you follow me.
Ah! I like it when the little ones scream really loud. Ah! And then they run away.
And then they come back and they're like, those are gremlins. Not even goblins. Like, goblins are a little smarter than this. Those fucking things are just. Those things like make Beavis and Butthead smart. What the fuck is this at encounters shit?
I don't know, but I tried that quest
Really
again on
advertising on
tactics
Diablo
and I
2?
died.
You did? I'm sorry. You what?
I said I died
Where?
on tactics.
Doing what?
I'm on the fourth fight,
Yeah.
and there's two mages, and I gotta
Oh.
save homeboy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just think I have to restart my thing. I'm just not
Whole
sure.
game?
I'm just not sure. No, like my first two get wiped out by Archer, one Archer.
Oh, you gotta restart your friends. Yeah, those archers, man, are not balanced like when that AI is using them. So, yeah, I believe in you. This is just to keep you occupied in the meantime because the Iblis Chronicle is coming. So, and you're gonna have to put the War of the Lions on the back burner. I know you, and then you come back later when you got like you're angry for a game to play. You're gonna see War of the Lions. You're gonna open up your save, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm about to play some game." Or something. Is there a cooldown on Blizzard?
Yeah, a little bit. One,
Why?
2 second cooldown.
2 second cooldown. You know it doesn't have a cooldown? Oh. A lot of what I've been doing is just walking back and forth through the battles. Job.
Thanks.
that many of you, and Bale literally barely had lunch money. Like he dropped so low. Actual crime. Actually committed a crime. What do you got, baby? Yeah, is this your plastic? You want this? You.
Pee pee.
Right. You
Pee
ready?
pee. Pee pee.
Lazy butt. Lazy butt. Look at you. See, now you're being one of the minions for another person, right?
Yep,
It's a circle of life.
that's how it works.
Drop a portal every 3 feet. That way no one feels left out. Superior claw just sounds like a bigger bear claw, you know?
Yeah.
Level up. Congratulations, you bud, on your level.
Come on.
What?
Oh, mess with the cat. Better than heart medication. Playing with a cat once a day, minimum. Is it maximum? I think there is. You can't overdose on playing with a cat.
No, you can't.
Great. That's how you spell you can't overdose. Now you're just watching them kill everything for you. Yes, yes, fine.
It's
Level
my
me.
it's
Please.
my turn to leech.
Oh shit, right? How it works. They're probably trying to do something or kill Bale just for magic find, and you're like, I'm trying to get that XP, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. I do my own MFing.
Oh, she's gonna be all weirded out for the first couple of days. There's new cats around. Don't worry. That little kitten is gonna run you ragged.
Well, that's the end of that.
Oh, brave toaster. I definitely want to be able to open the door for her and let her outside, run around the neighborhood because it's very quiet where he is. Game is not available. What are you doing? Like, come on, goodbye. You're only level 77. There's got to be something about this planet that's really useful. And for some reason, we are so hard to exterminate. They can't just throw a bunch of meteors over and over until everything's dead, because then you get nothing out of the planet. So it has to be just the right level of extinction event to get rid of those humans, but keep other life alive, you know? Shit in the ocean.
Yeah.
Somehow, us motherfuckers we notice ahead of time and we go, you know what? I'm gonna hide underground. And we get lucky because it's some aquifer or something, so we've got shelter and water. And we end up eating fish the whole time. I'm telling you, I don't know. There's one dude who had a conspiracy theory about how gold is very finite in the universe,
Mhm.
and the reason why they wanted gold so much back in the days was not because of like, oh, I'm rich money wise, but I guess aliens used the gold for whatever,
Yeah.
and that sounded kind of plausible. But even then, like, you have to keep the humans alive because maybe the aliens can't touch the gold, but we can. Ah, gotcha. I'm not digging this whole multiverse crap though. I just it doesn't work for me. I think the reason why I hate on it is because it sounds plausible for humans, and in reality, it's got to be something that we never would have thought of. Because if we did, we would actually figured out some shit like that. So it's gonna end up being gravity is something else that scientists dismissed and didn't study. My phone keeps showing me videos of moon conspiracy stuff, like how
Mhm.
The Earth was supposed to be covered in this haze, this like permanent haze, like it's really really humid down, and then the moon came and caused it all to condensate and drop into the ocean, raising the water levels.
And they sound like this.
Yeah. Now, I like the geologist's take on the whole Pangea thing. Because you can see how South America and Africa kind of have this puzzle piece thing going on. You feel me?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta restart the damn